Derp 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 derp. Hello, YouTubers. Vote for Al. Okay, anyway, so here's my thing tonight. I've been seriously contemplating some documents I received from my work that were DEI, or, well, actually, they had the belonging, diversity, inclusion, and belonging, so it's DIB shit, because they don't die as an acronym anymore. Yeah, and I'm starting to receive these documents, and I am confounded about the morally correct position to take. Do they understand the dialectic materialism, Marxist origins of all the bullshit they're espousing? Or are they just evil? I mean, A, they might be ignorant of said origin of said bullshit. Or B, they're evil. HR is evil. HR is how the company protects itself from getting sued. So HR is nothing to support the humans that it's resourcing. It is just, you are resources, and we're going to take from you. And we're going to take no matter what. That's what HR is. HR is a lie. That is what the companies do to protect themselves from you as an individual. I mean, how can we get rid of this bullshit in our language? I mean, George Carlin touched upon this a million billion times. I don't even know how to begin plunging this depth of the right ethical course, but I actually feel sincerely moved by how bullshit this is. It's like, okay, well, we got all these terrible racists everywhere, and we should just round the racists up and put them in camps, and oh wait, all white people are racist implicitly. Notwithstanding the 800,000 white folks that died to save 4 million black folk, Yankees and whatnot. I'm not a fucking Southerner at all. Last name Estog. I mean, it's Hungarian, Polish. But how many brothers you seen with the last name Kowalczyk? Yeah, it just doesn't happen. I mean, Slavs don't own slaves. Sorry, not all white folk are alike. The Romans used to take us as slaves. Yeah, that shit, right? So this is not a cool thing with my peoples. But, we all look alike, so it's all good. We just round them up in camps and we'll sort it out. This is the seeds of genocide. This is horrible. This is wrong. And I work for a government institution right now, which is really awkward. And I'm probably violating my terms of service by even being on YouTube, right? Because I'm speaking the truth to people in authority, which people in HR are the supreme authority, because they're the ones who screen against the big lawsuits. But the biggest lawsuits, y'all ain't gonna stop. And this has become parody too far. I'm surrounded by fucking absolute bullshit, surrounded by other people who just I just want my happy deck and tongue, tiki torches and happy good things, and I just want to eat my steak and be good. And there's plenty of people who are just they're sticking their heads in the sand while this is going on. No, this is bad. And so I'm faced with a moral choice with my family who I love and want to protect, versus some really horrible moral decisions against evil. I mean, these people are evil, whether they realize it or not. Most of them are probably just, I mean, the little one girl who was doing the video I just watched today, she, bless her heart, she seems like a nice girl in the service of evil. So, the wool has been pulled over their eyes. They feel like they're doing good, and they feel like they're being compassionate, and that they're helping people. Meanwhile, they're not helping the people they wish to help, the downtrodden, the poor, the suffering. They're not helping any of them. Zero of them they're helping. What they're doing is coercing people to follow doctrines based on the assumption that this will help the downtrodden. Yeah, I am finding this very, very despicable, and I don't know how to fight it. I mean, literally, like, little Polak living in a fucking black town. I mean, we're 60 more than that. So we're a minority here. Okay, cool. Believe me, I've been places where I was the 99th% minority. And that shit's crazy. Like, I lived in Kuwait for a while as a white boy going like, oh, inshallah. So, that's the state of my mental health tonight. Mostly I've been focusing on, like, the dick pics online and things like that, all the good things, but posting, mind you, because I'm blessed. Lyndon Johnson and me, we would be in competition in the White House, talking about Jumbo. But aside from that, I am blown away by the bullshit. Like, this bullshit is like mind rocking. Like, for somebody who's been a student of philosophy, even if I went into engineering, like I devoured Montesquieu and Aristotle. Plato fucking sucked compared to Aristotle, mind you. Plato was a dick. Socrates was cool. But real, point being, Epicurean folks probably had it best. The Stoics, it's a debate where some folks fall into. I'll stop that there. I enjoy enjoying life, eating good food, drinking good drinks, making myself happy. These are important things as an individual, and why shouldn't we push that aside? And so maybe the people who are sticking their heads in the sand are all doing all that. Like, oh, I got some good wine this weekend. I got some steak, and I got my dick, and I got, oh, look at this. Oh, yeah. Charity Marble. That kind of shit. The Cary folks, if you know my particular region of the planet. Well, they also call it containment area for relocated Yankees. And it's not wrong. The problem is some of this woke stuff has gotten entrenched in the Deep South. I heard a black man say, I walk into a room and I feel my blackness in the city of Durham. And I'm thinking, most of Durham is black, so you should feel right at home. Why are you fussing about such a thing? But honestly, I don't care whether you're white or black. I'm going to treat you based on your treatment of me. Right? I don't care if you're white, black, Chinese, Taiwanese, Indian, Pakistani, Bangladeshi, but you're all going to get flooded. And bless your hearts, it's not your fault and you're going to suffer, but the world will be better for it, actually, because I also think global warming is a good thing. For the environment in long term, this carbon locked up into limestone is a bad thing if you try to understand the functioning of life and the universe. Sorry. Eocene thermal maximum, best life on the planet. We got horses. Horses are awesome. Of course, horses ride down upon downtrodden folk and have done so for the last 3,000 or 4,000 years. So, who knows? I worry about people subscribing to philosophies that are perturbed. I worry about people making choices in the benefit of a moral reason with horrible consequences. What's that? No good deed goes unpunished? Or the path to hell is laid with good intentions? And unfortunately, I feel morally compelled to respond to that. I'm going to sleep on it, obviously, because that's a wise thing to do. And in the morning, I hope I awake and I have clear judgment. Cheers.